The meditation that I would love to share with you today is called Breathe and Release. It's a meditation for using the emotions as a point of growth, embracing the emotions as a tool for ascension and awakening. So, to do this meditation this morning, you will need a prop. So I will give you a minute. If you're watching this later on the replay, you can just pause it here. And watching live folks here. So I want to invite you to find a blanket or a yoga mat. A blanket or a yoga mat. So you can get up and find those items now. Either one works. A blanket or a yoga mat. While you are retrieving those items, I will do an invocation, a chant. This chant I do every day, multiple times a day. It's good for clearing the path, for opening up a sacred space, inviting in spirit, and asking that all obstacles to our evolution and healing be removed. Shuklam Bharataram Vishnam Sashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasana Varanam Jayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So hopefully by now you have your yoga mat or your blanket, and you don't have to be looking at me during this while you're practicing this meditation. So you can situate yourself close to where you can hear me. And I'd like to invite you now to take that blanket or that yoga mat, and if it's a yoga mat, roll it out on the ground near you. And then, or if it's a blanket, just spread the blanket out on the floor. So maybe you're on carpet, maybe you're on wood floor, it doesn't matter, but just laying something out on the floor. And then get down right on it. So you can lay down on your back or on your belly or on your side. You could sit. I wouldn't recommend standing, but either sitting or laying on that blanket or mat. So get comfy. And know that you have many, many people also practicing this with you. So we're doing this together across many time zones and dimensions of space. We all have the same intention for healing. So once you're down there on your mat or your blanket, what I'm going to invite you to do is to surrender yourself to whatever it is that is in your heart to be felt. So perhaps in this moment, as you're doing this the first time, you're getting accustomed to this meditation. Perhaps you're still in the learning mode, so you might not be able to go that deep this morning, or maybe you will. But regardless, allow it to be a bit of a playful experience this first time that you practice it. But the idea here is to give yourself this space to feel whatever emotions need to be felt. So often we walk around in the world bottling up, repressing. Sometimes it can almost feel as if there's so many emotions that if we were to allow them the space to come forth, that almost this fear, this deep primal fear that the emotions would be too much, that the emotions could possibly consume us or even kill us. It's a deep subconscious fear that we have. So in this space, this meditation of breathe and release, you're taking this mat or this blanket and you're saying, for the next 5 or 10 minutes, and I wouldn't recommend practicing it more than that. I would just give yourself permission for 5 or 10 minutes to be on that surface and allow yourself to take all the emotions and let them come forward. And almost as if this is your safe and sacred space here on this mat or blanket. And a way to allow the emotions to begin to surface is to breathe into the heart space. So breathe and release meditation. So you're breathing into the heart space and you're just allowing any emotions to come up. Maybe it's anger, maybe it's frustration, maybe it's grief. So let's practice together here. So I invite you to first just take a regular breath and look around you and notice this safe space that holds you, that cocoons you. You are safe in this space. Take a breath in and know that whatever happens is beautiful. And then, if you'd like, you can close your eyes and begin to bring awareness to the center of your chest, your heart chakra, and begin to breathe into that space. You can imagine that as you inhale, you're pulling air directly into that area. And as you exhale, just notice, see, and sense what emotions are wanting to come forward here and now. Continuing to breathe right into the heart. As you inhale, you can imagine that air is opening up the space for the feelings to be felt. And if your body wants to move on your blanket or mat, yes. So however your body wants to move in this moment, there's no right or wrong. Just letting your body move as an expression of that emotional field that you're feeling. Maybe you want to ball your fist in your hand. Maybe you want to feel the mat, slapping the mat or the blanket. Maybe you want to stretch. Maybe you want to cover your face in your hands. Allow your body to move in this moment. Be organic. Continuing to breathe. Let that breath unblock those emotions that have been wanting to be felt and seen by you. Take one more deep breath in. And then we can bring our hands up to our third eye in prayer position, bringing the knuckles of the thumbs against the third eye. And we end our meditation by sending our gratitude for this practice out into the universe. Thank you for allowing me to practice. Thank you for these emotions. Send that gratitude for this practice out into the universe. Gratitude that you are able to practice. And then bringing the hands down again, resting them on the lap. And then noticing any differences in your field, whether your emotional field, bodily sensations. Do you notice any shifts, whether subtle or great? Thank you so much for practicing this meditation. This meditation has been crucial for me in my own journey of healing and awakening. And as I said before, it's a great meditation that it's a good medicine to use, and you'll know when you need it. So if you feel tense or anxious or just off, you feel like, I know I could feel better than this, then you can practice this meditation. And what you can do is you can set an alarm for 5 or 10 minutes. I wouldn't go beyond 10 because it's nice to give the mind a small chunk of space. It somehow allows the emotions to come forward when we don't put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do this long, big thing. So we just say, okay, I'm going to be on my mat for 5 minutes, and then I'll feel whatever comes up, and then I'll roll up my mat, and I'll go on with the rest of my day. It's putting a safe container around things that are scary. And also you can, if you're in the middle of the meditation and things start bubbling up that really feel good to come out, and you want to go longer than 5 or 10 minutes, yeah, totally. I mean, you could be on your mat for an hour if you want to. But giving yourself that permission right off the bat to say, okay, I'm just going to be here for 5 minutes. It takes all that psychic pressure off of your shoulders, which then prompts the emotions to come forward. This is a great meditation that you can also practice if you're struggling with an addiction. So if you're wanting to run to that addiction and you catch yourself fantasizing about that addiction, if I just ran to this thing, this food, this drug, this drink, this person, whatever it might be, then I'll feel better. Catch yourself, and in that moment you say, you know what, I'm going to practice breathe and release meditation. And after I practice it, if I still want to do that thing, I will allow myself to do it, but not till after that meditation. And then very likely, if you practice this meditation, it will take the desire away for that thing that you know better than to do. So I hope this is beneficial for you, loves. Feel free, as always, to reach out to me if you have any questions or want to share anything with me about how the meditation goes for you. I really welcome hearing your stories and hearing your feedback and insights. It's very helpful to me. Blessings. And thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for tuning into this video today. I appreciate you. If you are wanting, needing, desiring some extra support and inspiration in your life right now, please do check out my membership group, Waking Up with Anya. The link is here on the screen and also in the description box below. Take good care, and I look forward to meeting with you more.